Hey dudes, I'm on a toaster of a webcam. Um, I haven't looked after my beard, but I'm gonna start my first video on this shitbox. Uh, I'm Folezicle-Lives. I'm probably not gonna edit this. I'm gonna see how I go with the uh, um, video, and yeah, I'm just kind of gonna share a starter for some ideas of Injustice characters, if there's a third one. Recently, DCKO got announced. It looks shit. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't judge, but I mean, I think everyone was hoping for Injustice 3, and we are going to be tortured by the amount of people that uh, will be complaining about or asking whether this is the replacement for Injustice 3. I have faith we're still going to get it, or we're going to get some proper DC fighting game. I mean, I think it did well. I'd have to check that out, but it just makes sense to make a third one if it's done well, and it's kind of got a bit of a cult following. Um, but yeah, I'm rambling a bit, but here are some uh, characters I think that would do pretty grouse in the uh, upcoming Injustice 3. One that I probably won't shut up about, and if there's ever forums like the good old Smashboards days, um, uh, I'll definitely create a post for this guy. I hope there is. For people that don't know what Smashboards was, it was like a forum dedicated to Super Smash Bros. A fucking great fighting game. Very different to Injustice. And Smashboards had a ton of characters on it um, that people would post, and they would be like their wanted characters. And this is the one that's the priority for me, and that's Kane from House of Mystery. I won't shut up about it. I'm probably pissing people off on Reddit, but suffer. Um, uh, it's for those who don't know, it's kind of DC's answer to Tales from the Crypt. I just think, um, uh, with the success of horror in video games, I mean, not in video games, in comics, it makes sense to start adding horror characters. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but I think uh, there's been some really successful ones like Something is Killing the Children. I mean, there's just been a strong association with horror. I know DC did American Vampire, which I haven't read, um, but I would love to see Kane from House of Mystery because it kind of is a throwback to the kind of real traditional horror comics like Tales from the Crypt, creepy, eerie, Vault of Horror, Haunt of Fear, that kind of stuff. And a lot of comics kind of copied, not copied, but kind of drew inspiration, and we get a ton of anthologies. I know EC have recently uh, chucked up a few more uh, kind of um, kind of comics. Sorry, I ramble a bit and lose my words. But anyway, on this toaster of a device, I'm going to ramble about horror characters. For guest characters, I know it's Warner Brothers that kind of have the deals at the moment with DC. So it makes sense to add Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Um, I mean, having two horror movie characters would be cool. Um, uh, and the second, I'd have to go Ash from Evil Dead as a kind of character that makes sense. But I can't believe I've forgotten his name. But the sex icon from Phantasm, man, that guy would kick ass. Um, oh, what's his name? He's balding like me, but balding like to the next level. And he's got this kick-ass shotgun. Um, but I don't want to just talk about horror. Although I'm going to quickly say, um, it would be considered a guest character because I assume, because it's under the new Vertigo, the writer owns the license for it. But A Nice House by the Lake and Nice House by the Sea. I haven't read the sequel yet, um, because uh, I'm waiting for it to finish and getting the trade back. But that is something that could also make an appearance. The alien character. I don't want to spoil much, but he's got kind of shape shifting Plastic Man vibes in the way he moves his body, but in a different way he moves his body. Fuck, my beard's bad today. Anyway, enough being a self-conscious. I'm not going to swear. Anyway, the other character talking about it is Plastic Man. I've only read a few of his kind of stories. I reckon he's pretty cool. He's a kind of cross between Deadpool and and uh, Deadpool and what's his face? Deadpool and Reed Richards, both Marvel. Like he's been around for a while, longer than both of them, or maybe longer than Deadpool, definitely. And he is kind of like he's got the Deadpool wit and humor. That's the way I saw it when I read his stuff. And he's got the abilities of kind of moving like Reed Richards, and it kind of goes into the kind of quite not just being stretchy, but he kind of changes shape, which I'm sure Fantastic Four, knowing that series, has kind of touched upon with Reed Richards as well. But that is a character I would personally like, as I address this on the shitbox of a machine. Oh, I fucking swore, and I swore again. Oh man. Then there's one that I would personally like, is a Swamp Thing villain. Mantango is kind of quite a cool character, and I'm currently reading that arc involving the kind of start of Mantango. Arcane's probably the most iconic, and it would be cool to see him in this kind of spider form rather than human form. Spoilers there. Should have said that. My bad. I just think Swamp Thing with the new movie makes sense to have a kind of more representation of him. I'm pretty keen for the movie, even though I never really followed the Marvel movies, more the comics. And this is DC. I am starting to get into the DC. I still haven't seen Supergirl, but I didn't mind the most recent Superman. Sidetrack. Fuck, I have ADHD. Another character I'm pretty keen to see is, and it's a villain as well, is the Batman That Laughs. I think that's kind of going back to Smashboards, and what I was talking about with that. If there is an equivalent out there to Injustice, because I've never gotten involved in the online community of Injustice until recently. I would say the Batman Who Laughs kind of has a Geno vibe to me. Like, he seems to kind of have despite him not being a kind of common recurring villain, he has, and very niche, he has a decent following. If I'm to be corrected, I could be completely wrong. But he's just pretty cool. I mean, his origin is kick-ass, like Batman kills. I'm not going to spoil. But he is a villain that I would absolutely love to see. I mean, more for the design than anything. I just think he has such a cool aesthetic. Um, uh, I think another character I could totally see in DC as a guest. No, I'm not. It's kind of a guest character, but it'd be cool to get some representation from Doom Patrol. Um, Actually, I have a Doom Patrol tattoo uh, of Cliff on a bike. Um, I don't care if it's Grant Morrison, DC Young Animal. Um, But I mean, it is kind of. I mean, it's been a while. I can't remember Unstoppable Doom Patrol too well, but I'm pretty sure it really does cross over with DC. The rest of the DC universe. I know Peacemaker makes an appearance. Who will probably be in this due to the TV Injustice 3 if it exists, due to the success of the TV show. But I know people go on about Beast Boy and he's kind of in Doom Patrol, but having like a real like solid Doom Patrol character like Cliff would be nice. I actually really like DC Young Animals run of Doom Patrol, and I'll be honest, shoot me, I still haven't read completed Grant Morrison's run. It's on the bucket list. I have read like a decent amount of Doom Patrol runs. But it's once I get around to finishing Swamp Thing, which I think I'm up to like issue 110, so I've got another 60 to go on the like 10 series I'm reading now. I'll probably go to Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol. That's my long run from DC I'm gonna read. But Doom Patrol would be a very good, if I'm speaking off the top of my dome, as Wu-Tang would say. They would be a very good representation of Vertigo, of the old Vertigo. I think House of Mystery were Vertigo as well. Look, with House of Mystery, Kane, Abel, just one of them would kick ass. It would be like a nod to the kind of traditional horror comics and the anthologies that they often came. Because I'm sure, one character that's definitely in the line for Injustice 3, if it does exist, would be Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees It. I've forgotten the names of the characters. But I could totally see one of them making it into Injustice, as they've got a working relationship with DC, with DC KO. Oh, I'm spoiling shit left, right, and center, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah. Enjoy the beard. I need to go to a barber, as this video has told me. Even the shit quality of a camera has shown that I really need to get this camera sorted. I'm on a fucking ThinkPad. Yeah. I don't even know if I'll watch the editing of this. But, yeah, I mean, I think you put up with my crap lighting, shit webcam, shit ideas, so you get a gold star. That's just some kind of Injustice 3 ideas of characters. I think I'll do some more as time comes. Maybe I'll start editing if people actually like my videos, and invest in a better webcam, because this is bringing back to the 2000s, man. Fucking sick ass. But yeah, that's enough rambling for now. Some raw, uncut, like Dark Throne, fucking shitty second wave black metal video for your ass. I'll probably get demonetized, even though I probably won't make a buck from this video because I'm swearing so much. This is anxiety provoking and I'm out, and I don't know what else to say, so I'm sorry.